with something brand new because we are
led to you.
And in this week's video, we're going to be talking about what to do when life sucks / how to deal with disappointment. Hope you enjoy. Disappointment is a common thing that we all experience in life. It happens whether we're young or whether we're old. Disappointment is just going to happen. It's just going to happen.
As the weather comes and as it goes, disappointment is going to come and go. It's part of life.
Just like seasons of life. Disappointment is a part of that.
Yes.
And so before we give you steps of how to deal with disappointment, let's dive deeper into the meaning of disappointment.
All right. So disappointment basically means hoping for something and it not turning out the way you want it to go.
So Christmas is coming up.
Okay.
And a lot of maybe kids, teens, or whatever have things on your list that you want to have. And you might not get all of the things on your list, so you've hoped for these things, you've expected these things, and you don't get them, you're going to feel disappointed.
Because you wanted them and you didn't get it.
It's just like your favorite sports team. You are so happy that they're going to win, you think they're going to win, you're hoping that they'll win, they don't win, what are you? You're disappointed. Just like if a friendship doesn't work out, that you hoped so much that it would work out, you expected that it was going to work out and that they would be your best friends forever and ever and ever.
Because that keeps on happening to me.
And that doesn't happen, you begin to feel disappointed. Yeah. So we wanted to give you steps and tips of how to deal with it. And here's the thing, you're not going to get rid of disappointment.
No,
so this is not 3 steps to get rid of disappointment.
No.
This is just how to deal with it so that it doesn't ruin your life and it doesn't take over your life. So the first step of how to deal with disappointment is to speak life. And I think I recall a scripture.
Oh, you recall it?
So let's give an example. What does the Bible say about speaking life?
In Proverbs 18:21, it says the tongue has the power of life and death.
So we're not saying to be fortune tellers. We're not saying to just speak your future, all of that weird stuff. We're just saying to speak positive, because if you speak positive or you speak negative, your life and your situation will conform to what you're speaking.
Yes.
It's just like an example of a flower, right? They had 2 groups of people. One were speaking down to it or speaking negative. The flower did not grow, but they had the other group speaking life, saying that it was going to grow. And what did the flower end up doing?
It grew.
It grew.
It
grew. So you have to speak to whatever you're feeling disappointed about. Don't keep speaking down on it or speak negative. Speak life so that whatever you're dealing with will be able to conform to what you're saying. Yeah. And so that is the first step. Second thing we want you to know and realize of how to deal with disappointment is to know that everything happens for a reason. I know this is a cliche. Everything happens for a reason. Why was I pointing? You don't.
Hey, Bobby. Everything happens for a reason.
But for real, everything does happen for a reason. And if you're a Christian like us, you trust in God and you believe that He's in control of every single thing. And I know that there's a scripture. Malachi, do you know the scripture?
Oh, you don't remember? I got it for you because I think I remember it.
So says, you know what scripture I'm thinking?
I do know the scripture you're thinking of. Let's tell them. In Romans chapter 8, verse 28, it says, "For all things work together for the good for those that love God."
So that is pretty self-explanatory. Everything that you've gone through, the experiences you've gone through of feeling disappointment and being disappointed in the situation, you have to know that everything happens for a reason. You might not know just yet why you're going through these things or why these things didn't work out, but you have to believe that everything happens for a reason.
Okay, can I give an example?
Okay.
Can I give an example? Okay. We're 13 and 15. We're not that old, okay? My back may hurt, but, I'm not that old. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that through our life, we have gone through some things, and because we went through good and we went through bad, and because we went through that, we're now able to share and tell and help others, help other teens, help other kids, help other people through our experiences. So if you don't believe all things were together for the good, look at us. We went through some things, but now we're able to help you guys.
And we didn't know what us going through those situations were going to do, but we just had to trust in God that He had everything under control and He knew that we were going to need that specific situation or whatever. So that is the second thing to know of how to deal with disappointment.
Now, for the last step on what to do when your life sucks and how to deal with disappointment.
What is the third step?
The third step, which I'm getting to now.
Third tip.
The third tip.
Or third advice.
Okay. Is not giving up.
Basically, that's all it says. Do not give up. Don't give up.
Okay, don't give up. All right. Monique, I recited the last 2 scriptures. I need your help now. Okay. Do you know a scripture to fit this situation?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I just keep them in my mind. I type in "don't give up." That one popped up.
Okay, you're not a robot now. Okay, you can't type something in your mind. That's weird.
I don't want to do that no more.
You don't want to do that no more? Okay.
But anyways, the scripture for not giving up is 2 Chronicles 15:7. It says, "But as for you, be strong and do not give up, for your work will be rewarded." I almost forgot it there.
Almost forgot it.
But for your work will be rewarded. And so that is it's very important. It's a very good thing to know is that by you not giving up, the things that you're working on or the things that you're doing, it will eventually be rewarded.
Yes. It's important to not give up, especially, have you ever heard, I'm just going to paraphrase because I may get this wrong, but there's a difference from a champ and a loser. A champ is going to fall down. A champ is going to go through hard times, but the difference is that a champion gets back up and a loser stays down. Do not, give up just because you're dealing with disappointment or you're dealing with hard times.
And you're disappointed and you're feeling sad.
But in order to be a champion, you have to keep on going. And it's hard sometimes. It's hard because there's a lot of things that we want to turn out, but it really doesn't go out. So we just plan to give up, but you got to know to keep on going because there's going to be a reward at the end for you.
And that's the truth. And so now that we have given you these 3 steps, we have an example of disappointment in our lives, and it's not really those serious issues, but it is a way that you can really feel disappointed. And so this is Malachi's story of how his basketball career has gone down the hill and how we're trying to go back up the hill. So we'll let him explain. Okay, how has your basketball career been a disappointment so far?
Okay, so far, basically all my coaches that I've been with, they have been inconsistent with their practice schedules. My first team I've been with, which was in 2017, we only had 2 practices throughout the whole season. So what does that mean? We had to wing it. We really didn't learn anything. It was just a practice.
Was that frustrating?
It was frustrating because I wanted my first time playing basketball to be, remembering, but I wanted to remember it, good, and it really wasn't because we only had 2 practices. There would be multiple times that the coach would actually cancel practice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's only one example.
Okay.
Has there been more times that it's been disappointing?
Yes, there's been 3 other times I tried to play basketball.
And this is this year.
This is this year. When I say fast forward 2 years, I'm talking about 3 months ago. Okay.
So what happened was he tried to play for the same coach, right?
Okay, but he had an AAU team,
which is like a little advanced
it's
the
advanced.
league that he was in.
Yes, it's more advanced.
So he tried to do this thing with the same inconsistent coach, hoping that he would change because this is more advanced. And what happened?
What happened was we thought 2 years was gonna, change. It could change somebody, but we went to the practice. We were like, about 20 minutes late. We show up there and we wait like 10 minutes because we don't see him. There's people at the park, but we don't see him. And then he sends a text and say there will be no practice.
And so we're like, this man done cancel practice again? Okay, but that's only 2. It's only him, right?
It's only him.
Can't be everybody else. Yeah. So we saw another team practicing at the park
because my mom was like, "No, you're
gonna play."
Yeah, because I was like, "Let's just go home." Mom was like, "No, you're gonna play with somebody." So I was like, "Okay."
So we saw these group of young guys playing. So Malachi went and he played with him.
Yeah. And
then after that, what happened?
After that, my mom was like, "Okay, I'm gonna sign you up." It's like 3 weeks later, my mom's signing me up. I'm excited, like, "Baby, I'm ready now!" And I'm like, "Whoa!" Right? I'm excited, pumped.
And then what happened? It did not work it just did not work.
I'm telling you why, because the league was co-ed.
We don't have a problem with co-ed.
We just don't. It's just not it's not my preference, okay? So then, matter of fact, I was gonna be like, Mom was like,
why are we so loud? I feel like, matter of
fact, like, okay, but anyway, my mom was telling me, okay, maybe you should play football. So we're like, okay, let me go to football. Guess what? It's co-ed too. I don't want to be technically no girls. Like, see, that's what I'm talking about. And it was an NYS, so that did not work. So
we're like, man, this is rude.
God, are you showing me a sign?
But so we just kept going, and then we realized that my dad had a contact with this AAU coach that had a team for kids Malachi's age, for guys Malachi's age.
Like 13, 14, 15, 16. It's like, yeah.
So we contacted him, and we went to the first practice. Everything was cupcakes and roses. This is it. This is
the one I'm gonna be with, and this is the team I'm currently with right now, because
they're just practicing right now. There's no season.
There's no season.
But so it's a couple of weeks been going good, and then what starts to happen?
Yeah, my team is actually really good for the practices I go. But what started happening was I was like, they ain't gonna cancel no practice. It's just rolling. And then we show up to practice. We're the only car there. So we're like, okay, maybe we got the wrong text. Maybe they're at a different site, a different location. Send me your location now. And I'm like, okay, we were driving. They just weren't there. So we're the only one there. My mom and dad come off of work to pick me up to go to practice, and they weren't there.
And we were like, okay, well, this is just one time. This can't happen again.
This can't happen.
And this has happened
last 4 weeks.
Of times, and then they switched times to where we couldn't go. So it's just like, wow, this is not really.
And the only time I could go, which is Saturday, is for sure they canceled that practice. Now my team's good for the times I go, but it's just that they just canceled the practice, so I can't even go. So I'm like, God, your sign has been shown.
And so the times that he's gone to practice and there's no one there, we can only talk about it so much. We want to show you a little bit more
what it looks like
and the disappointment on his face of when he goes to practice and realizes nobody is there.
I arrive at the park, me being excited, ready for practice. I look around and I realize nobody's here. I check my watch, make sure I'm not late, and I realize I'm only 2 minutes early, so I'm just gonna go practice while I'm waiting for them. I do a little move, and then I shoot up the shot, and I make it. I'm so excited knowing that this is gonna be a good practice. I do another shot, a layup, and as I finish my layup, I look at my watch, and I realize 30 minutes has passed. I realize nobody's coming, and the first thing that came to my mind was, I'm gonna head out.
The disappointment is real. Even though this is not a life or death situation, the disappointment is still real because this is what he wants to do with his life. This is his career choice, his number one career choice. So, and everything is like going against it, and he has to, the same steps that we've shared with you are the same steps that has to work on.
To deal with.
And there's even a little bonus step.
A little bonus
is to realize what?
It's to have people around you that will, support you, that will be there, that want to see you do good. I was feeling down yesterday, and my dad, was helping me, giving me some encouraging words. It's important to have people around you that will, help you to go to that goal that you want.
It's just like what we said about speaking life, because if you have people that are not speaking life, then you'll start to believe what they say,
yes.
And then your life, like I said, will conform to what is being said.
Yes.
And so that's all we wanted you to know. We want you to realize that you're not gonna get rid of disappointment because it's going to happen as long as you breathe. But these are some steps of how to deal with it and how to keep going. How to keep going, right?
Yeah.
How to keep going and not let it ruin your life. So we want you to speak life. We want you to know that everything happens for a reason. We want you to not give up and have people around you that will be able to support you with your dreams or with the different things that you might be facing.
Yes.
So we hope you enjoyed this video. And Malachi, what can the people do?
The people that you guys can do. That didn't make no sense. We want you guys to
like, comment, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications that you can get notified every time we post another video. We will see you guys next week. And Malachi, tell the people what they can do.
Be fresh, be blessed, and especially do your best.